some resources that I use in my own office. So, when I first started being a therapist, I felt like I didn't have a lot of resources. And one thing I really wanted was kind of some journal prompts because when I first started out, I had a lot of clients who loved to journal and they would ask me, Jenny, do you have anything that I should be journaling about this week? And I'm like, I froze. I'm like, I don't know. And so I went ahead about 3 years ago and had bought these empowering question cards. You're probably not going to be able to see it that well because of my green screen. Yeah, no, that's okay. But so the back of the cards you'll be able to see, and these cards have different type of lettering or typography. Obviously, the back design is always going to be the same. But I have really, really enjoyed these cards over the years just because I think they have such thought-provoking types of question, even for my own journaling, not just my clients. So I'm just going to give you 5 examples of these cards. The pack does come with I think 52 cards. So that's quite a bit. So yeah. So one of the questions is, would I be proud of myself if I spoke to other people in the same way as my thoughts speak to me? How do my thoughts speak to me? It's a really good one, especially when we have clients who have quite a bit of low self-esteem or self-worth, want them to be thinking about ways in which they can, start talking positively about themselves, start reframing some of those thoughts, especially when, there's that exercise of like, hey, if you had a friend who spoke about you the way that you speak yourself, like, what would you think about that? So it kind of like brings that exercise into reality for the client. I love this question. I think it's so important. It just says, who am I when I'm alone? Pretty powerful question. Next one is, what have been the most defining moments that have helped shape my life? I'm a huge narrative therapist, so I'm really big into defining what has happened to us, defining our life story, and those important moments in our lives that we remember. Another one is, if I didn't feel shame or fear, what would I do now? Kind of thinking about sexuality with this one, but it could go so many different ways. Even if it's family conflicts, friends, anything like that. And then this one, this is my favorite card of the whole deck. I've used this so many different times. This card really means a lot to me, and I reflect on it actually quite a bit. Am I doing more of the things that keep me alive or more of the things that make me feel alive? What makes you feel good? What makes you feel happy? Even if it's for 10 or 15 minutes. So I think this is just such a good card to recognize what makes us feel alive, what makes us feel good and happy. Even if it's clients who are like super into that overproductivity, that overworking, I think that's another good card for this. So that's this deck. Like I said, 52 cards, very thought-provoking questions, and like really good for journal prompts. So pretty small, and again, $14 for this one. Now the other deck, I love this deck so much, so I was like, oh my god, I have to, buy another one. So I had bought this deck thinking, oh, like it's gonna be, journal prompts again. I was wrong on that one. So this one is Less Anxiety Affirmation Cards. So like when I bought this, I was starting to get a lot of clients with anxiety or panic attack disorder. And I'm seeing like I am getting more anxiety clients than depression, which was what I was getting when I was first starting out. So these are actually, instead of them being journal prompts, you probably could turn them into a journal prompt somehow. They actually are more like coping statements, in my opinion. So I'll just read the card about the creator as well, which I think is so interesting. So she is a Finnish native. Her name is Sanna Wickstrom, and she's best known for founding and owning the largest well-being website in Finland. And it's called, and I'm going to butcher this just so you know, it's called Hadasta Elama, but it means slow life. She has a master's of arts and is a mindfulness teacher with a background in NLP. She is sought after inspirational speaker and successful author. So the instructions for using these cards is your to-do list a mile long? Are you stressed and anxious? Stop and take a moment for yourself and shuffle the cards. Pick a card and reflect on the message on the card either by journaling or thinking about it for a few minutes. Slowing down and getting a fresh perspective keeps you to help assist getting over your anxiety. The cards will help you see the issue that's making you stressed and anxious in a more compassionate and calming way. Pause for a minute. You are worth it. So she's made other decks called Stress Less cards. Empowering questions. She made the empowering question ones. I didn't know that. That's so cool. Sleep tight cards, empowerment cards for kids, dream cards. That sounds cool. Less anxiety affirmation cards, which is the ones that I own. So I'm just going to read like just a few of these again. So these cards are like way bigger than the ones that I had just went over. So again, same concept. So same design on the front, and then on the back it's going to be a different design and different type of typography for every single card. So for this one, it says, I will not use my energy worrying about what other people think about me. I will save that energy for myself. I am worthy of feeling energetic and alive. That is a really nice card. Breathing slowly in and out. I feel the life force inside of me. My body will tell me what it needs, and I promise to listen. I'm seeing way more somatic therapists come up, which is amazing. And so definitely a good one to remind ourselves to listen to our body. Next one is, I will protect my time. I'll take enough time for myself and the things that make me feel good. Oh, I love that design. Those flowers are so pretty. The expectation of the world will never stop. Even if I answer every call, I'll learn to say no and manage my own expectations. That's another pretty card. And the last one is, being enough has nothing to do with my accomplishments. Nothing is ever enough for a mind always striving for more. Oh, so true. Being enough means accepting myself as I am right now as a work in progress. Yep. Change until the day we die. So we're always changing. We're always working on ourselves in some way or in some form. So yeah, like I said, like I think these are more like affirmation coping cards than they are journal prompts, but I'm sure in some way you could think of ways to turn them into some journal prompts. And then these cards come with 42 of them, not 52 like the other ones. Actually, no, 45. 45. 3 more than I originally thought. So yeah, I will throw these on my Throne link. They'll be available to view if you're interested. Both of them are $14.40. Again, my favorite ones are the empowering questions. I think those are way more useful for journaling if you have those clients who really like to journal. So when I first started out, I would have clients who wanted me to pick the journal prompt for them from these cards, and which was fine. Some of them, you know, I would pick it for them, or some of them I would, you know, see the card and I'm like, ooh, that really resonates for this situation and this person. I want you to choose this card. I want you to use it and journal about it. Other than that, like I would have clients who would like shuffle them, you know, like those tarot card readings, and then like whatever card would like flip out or whatever, that would be the one that they would pick. So there's so many different ways to pick a card. I'm not too picky on it, but yeah, like I said, these are really 2 good decks. I think they really can be useful in the therapy room if you are looking for a kind of like just a little bit of a oomph or help in that way. I definitely recommend these. And yeah. So I'm gonna again put those on my throne link. If you want to check it out, go for it. If not, that's fine too. Just wanted to give my review of more resources that I have and have used in my own room, and I will continue to do that for these videos. And then even buying more stuff that I want to use for my room, I definitely will always review that as well. So yeah, stay tuned for more reviews from me because they definitely will be coming slowly, and I will see you in the next video.